Hey, can somebody hear me? How you doing? How's it Sunday? Can you hear me, guys? Just tell me if I'm audible enough. I don't be speaking to myself. Hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Where are you watching me from? If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Miss Jackie 254. I do lifestyle vlogs. It's a happy Sunday. It's the it's the first Sunday of November. And I want you to say hi and tell me where you're watching from, as I appreciate all the new subscribers, the returning subscribers. Who else? Thank you so much for the new subbies. And have you gotten yourself a copy of the books? But there, guys, I've been having several books, and having an offer. It has been there in October, the entire of October and November. Till that, November has how many days? 30 days or 31 days? Well. As you join me, let me tell you guys, I have several books. You need to go and grab yourself a copy at a very affordable price on smashwords.com, specifically smashwords.com. That platform or that digital store of mine has like 10% discount on all my books. You can get all my books in other digital stores, the likes of Hoopla, the likes of Vivleo, the likes of Barnes, the likes of Gardner, But at the moment, Smashwords, I'm having a discount coupon of like 10% on each book. So you can say I didn't give you Christmas as early as before Christmas. So rush while the discount is on, because as soon as date 31 gets to that one, well, the offer will already be done and you won't get any offer. So tell me where you are watching from, and what's your name? Before we start diving on this topic, tell me where you're watching from. I want to see who's watching and where you're watching from, because we don't want to end this year in toxic relationships. Even toxic relationships with your animals, toxic relationship with your human beings. You just don't want to finish this year with toxicity. So before we dive on this topic, can you just raise your hand there and say, I'm watching from this place, I'm watching from this place. I have experienced such a toxic relationship through my parents, through my cousins, through my boyfriend, through my girlfriend. Which are the toxic relationships that you ever encountered? Your toxic relationship with colleagues, basically. That's what we are about to dive in. And whenever I wear a wig, I feel so good. But meanwhile, tell me where you're watching me from. Hey, how you doing? Monica Lopez, hello. Alice Pereira, hello, hola. You're Spanish? I don't speak Spanish. Let me see. Yeah, Alice Pereira. Where are you watching from, Monica? Monica Lopez. I'm talking from Kenya. Today it's a bit sunny. Yesterday I was telling you guys it was rainy. Today is a bit sunny. It was just a good Sunday. Oh, nice. What are you talking about? Computer? Computer meaning? You're from a You're speaking Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but hola. Habari yako. In Kenya, we say hi through saying habari yako, and you reply mzuri sana. So guys, you're watching from where? I believe you're Spanish. You're either from Spain or Mexico. Which country do you come from? Anyway, so what are the toxic things or behavior that you have experienced in any of your relationships. Or behavior, I will describe behaviors because, like, for example, you might get a manipulative person that is very toxic. You have put certain boundaries on things you want them to be done in a certain way, but somebody is always trying to fix things to do their way. That is a way of manipulation, and it's part of toxicity, okay? As we say hi to, yeah, Monica from USA. Oh my God, hi. I love USA audience for certain reasons. Anyway, hola, hola. So, like I was saying, manipulation is one of the toxic trait of a toxic relationship and a toxic person, okay? They may manipulate you from mere things in the house to the office to just, yeah. I'm just going to give instances. For example, for you to get to know you're in a toxic relationship, you're always walking on eggshells. I don't know if that lies on manipulation, or but you're always walking on eggshells, because if you say something to this person or to those persons, the anger, they always have not bloated anger, let me say, they blow up anger. The blow up anger is very toxic. You are always walking on eggshells because this person, if you approach them and tell them this is what you like or you want to do, so you're walking on eggshells not to make them blow up the anger. So tell me which are the kind of experiences you've had. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm humbled. By the way, anybody who has subscribed, thank you so much. And I digress. Let me first of all remind, for the people who are joining, I have several books, digital books on all e-stores. But at the moment, I'm having like 10% discount on each of my ebook on specifically smashwords.com. Go there, grab yourself a 10% discount on any of my copy that you buy. And you will have said that Miss Jackie has given you Christmas early. I will have given you Christmas early because this offer has been running from October 1st and it's going to end at November 31. So rush and get yourself a copy from fiction romantic books. It's 18 years and above. But there's one book that you can read for everybody because it's the ultimate guide to understanding your furry friend. That is understanding your dog. So, yeah. Rush there and get the discounts. I digress. Where were we? We were talking about walking on eggshells. You're always walking on eggshells around these people because why? If you try to tell them what you feel or how you feel or what you don't like, they blow up with anger. And that is very toxic, and you need to find yourself that these AI, you don't end with toxic human beings, because the next toxic thing they do to you, you always feeling drained. If you're in a place, a relationship, or in an environment that you're always feeling drained, that is toxic and is not good for your health, okay? And all psychologists who are here, you can correct me if I'm wrong and give us your sentiments on the chats and tell us if I'm saying the truth or not. But the fact is, you are always feeling drained when you're in a toxic relationship. You're always, okay, sometimes there's underlying conditions on drainage, like you might be having a body issue, chronic disease, but whenever you're feeling drained, yani, your spirit is always down wherever you are in that place, in that relationship, in that compound, in that environment, you are within a toxic premise. Let me first of all say hi to my people. Today, Monica Lopez and Elise Pereira. I hope I'm not butchering your name. Thank you. You've been, yeah. Alice, where have you gone? You're saying Sisi? Yes. I don't speak Spanish. I only speak English and Swahili, but I'll learn. Teach me some Spanish. Teach me some. Okay. Thank you so much for the people who are joining. As you continue to join, give us the toxic things, that toxic traits you have seen in your relationship, the kind of Monica Lopez, you ask me, where is he? Whom are you asking? Whom are you asking? Actually, where is he? Who? Do I look like I have a ring? No. So is he? Who? We are basically talking about the toxic traits that run around the relationships that we have. Whether it's a relationship with your colleague, a relationship with your boyfriend, a relationship with a girlfriend, a relationship with your parent, a relationship even with your animal. Even relationships with your animals can be toxic. Monica, whom are you asking? Whom are you asking? Well. Another toxic thing that you always feel that you're in a toxic relationship, you're always apologizing for apparently nothing. If you find yourself, you're apologizing to your partner with no apparent reason, you're always sorry for the things even him or her has done, my friends, you're in a very bad, toxic, unhealthy, I don't know how even to put it out, relationship. You're apologizing for every minute issue, everything. You're always apologizing there. Get a life, get out of that. In fact, you need to see a psychologist. You don't need to apologize to someone for no apparent reason, okay? I want you guys to share. I want you also to share the kind of relationships you've had and the toxic ones, and you give me also points that you think are toxic, that you think are very toxic, and you don't allow them in your life. Share down there. Monica, what are you saying? What is the meaning of those what is the meaning of those emojis? But you're funny, so like I'm saying, you need to get or run away from a relationship. You're always apologizing for no apparent reason. For no apparent reason. You cooked well, you're apologizing. I mean, that is a toxic partner. It's very toxic. And the other toxic thing, today I didn't write anything. They're coming from my head, depending on with different experiences. Prolonged and empty promises. That's toxic. That's toxic. People who are always promising things that never come to fruition, especially now, toxic relationship, to be honest, is a prolonged courtship. This person will never settle down. You know, somebody somewhere who's a psychologist told me that when a man is ready to settle, they are ready. Okay? When a man is ready to settle, they are ready. They won't take you in circles, sijui what. So those prolonged goddamn relationships you have, guys, they are toxic because they are not straightforward. Why is that person prolonging a courtship for 15 years? Cease, love yourself, get out of that relationship. You have cooked, you've bathed that person. And all they are giving you is debris. Run away from that relationship. If it is not they are not signing the deals of like getting you to marriage, or you're not being engaged for marriage, you're just there cooking, washing. You've decided to become the house help of the you've decided to become the house help of the person. My friend, that is very toxic. I said what I said. It's part of toxicity. Run for your life, especially for us women. Please don't cook, wash, and whatever. For a man who hasn't put a ring on it, or even a man who hasn't even brought dowry, even one chicken to your parents. If a man hasn't paid dowry, if a man hasn't even brought a chicken or even a goat, even a half goat, don't do those things, y'all. Don't. Are you a house? Are you a house help? Are you? Let me tell you, that is part of toxicity. That is toxic. Get out of that toxic environment of somebody who has turned you to become a house manager. He can manage for himself. If he really wants you to manage, let him put the ring on it. Let him put the ring on it. Let him, anything that has a cost is painful. Even God loves you to give them a good offering, which is painful. But if you give God those small, he's not even happy. So same applies to a relationship. For a man to be able to be watched for, to be given the respect they want, they need to earn it, sis. They need to earn it. So if a guy keeps on telling you, yo, come over to do what? Come over to do what? Come over to do. The guy is always calling you and telling you, oh, yo, come over. Ask him to do what? I beg. That is very toxic, okay? Guys, hi Dangote. Hi Dangote. No. Dangote is saying we usually negotiate dowry later. No. I disagree. So you make someone's daughter to become your house manager. Why? Walk the talk if you really want her to be your manager. If you really want that daughter of someone to be your manager, Dangote, please, even take just take even one goat if you can't afford all the goats that you are supposed to take, okay? Let me see what you're saying. Fine. Let me tell you, by the way, in our tradition, in Kikuyu tradition, dowry is, he's saying the High Court, actually apparently in Kenya, the High Court passed that if you were married to someone and you divorced that person, you can take back the dowry. It has been there. I don't find it news. It's just that it hasn't been publicized outside. Apparently, in my tradition, in Bantu, and happen to be a Kikuyu, we normally return dowry. It's called koraga odhoni. We normally return dowry. There's nothing new. If somebody divorces somebody and that lady wants to remarry again or get married again, and had already been brought for goats and cows and all the dowry stuff, we normally return those things. So there's nothing new. So I also say, same measure of returning goats, same measure. You want a lady to come and clean up for you. You want a lady to come and cook for you. You want a lady to respect you. Put a ring on it. Take dowry at home. Why are you impregnating people's daughters out here, right, left, center, and even you haven't taken one goat? And yet, in fact, I differ with that High Court decision they made. In any case, they should even pay. The guy, you are making me even digress, Dangote. Now you want me to start ranting. Well, I disagree with the High Court because, for example, you have stayed with somebody's daughter for like 15 years. You have impregnated her. She has given birth to 5 children. She was a baby girl. You turned her to a mama. She was a baby girl, looking awesome, looking fly. You have turned her to something else with your impregnation. Can we be real? You have turned out her to something else. Dowry is not even payment, it's appreciation to the parent of that daughter that you are taking in as a wife, to appreciate the fact that they brought up her well, and she's going to become your good wife, and she's going to be one of the best thing you ever had. It's appreciation, not payment. But now in the Kenyan government, I don't know why, because there's a certain big tycoon lawyer who divorced the girlfriend and now he's running to the court to say, as a lawyer as well, that he needs his dowry back, something to do with 1 point something million, my friend, you are not buying, because a woman can even be bought. You can't be bought with money. It's appreciation. So I differ with the court because, I was saying, people, you have pregnated that lady for 15 years, mark you, for 15 years. The woman has like 5 children. Will you return her back the way she was to the parent? Dangote, answer me. Will you return that daughter the way she was having, can I be raw? She was having standing innovation breasts. She was very curvy. Now you have taken her, you want the dowry to be returned after you have already made her standing innovation become south. Dangote, you want me to rant? Dangote, you want me to rant on here? Okay. Like I was saying, you want to return her, well, the standing ovation of her breast are looking south, and you want to be paid back. Will you pay back the way she was looking before you scattered her life? I disagree with that high court. Let the parent decide. If that lady wants to remarry, they can return the goats that have been. Let them decide, because it was a gift. It's not business. It's not money. Because I don't understand why the High Court passed that. That is going to be a lot of advantage to men, because you'll end up impregnating ladies out here and be like, oh, we are married, and you haven't taken dowry. Let me tell you, we call them daughters of Zion. Don't allow yourself, your standing ovations to be turned to look southward by someone's son, and they haven't even brought one chicken to your parents. Let's our standards go high and high, because right now it's like you're commercializing this thing, and yet you're supposed to appreciate the parent of that lady for bringing up a lady in a good that is appealing to God. I mean, hey, you made me rant a lot. Let me see what you're saying. Ah. 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 And it's not basically purchasing Dangote. It's just appreciating. It's not purchasing. It's appreciating. It's appreciating the fact that the lady is well taught. I mean, before you want me to go in another direction, and I don't want to go there. Now, Christianity came with missionaries in Dangote. Before Christianity, there was culture, okay? Dangote, you might be, they are called what in Tanzania? This tribe I love so much. Is it Chacha or something? For example, you might be from traditions of like me, Kikuyu. We have our ways of doing things, cultural things. You might be from Luo. You have your ways of doing Luo things. You might be Zulu. You have a way of doing things. Before the Christianity came in, tradition was there before. So our ways and customs can't be thrown away and think we will just, sorry to say I have so many West people here, but we can't adapt as an African society to the West traditions. I know in America they don't even care this dowry thing. Some countries don't even bother about it, but we are Africans. Let's draw the line between African society and their culture and the Western culture. We can't just throw away our culture to this modern whatever. Okay, Dangote? Because we're Africans. And Africans, even the way of burying, African society burial, as you saw, are very prominent. Their customs were followed as much as is so educated and all that. So even in terms of dowry, we can't throw that away. That's the hard reality. You jump up, you go down, dowry has to be there. Yeah. It's part and parcel of African society. So it's just appreciation. The only thing I differ is that maybe people have commercialized it so much, but it has been there. In fact, even dowry returning has always been there. There's nothing new that the High Court is saying. Dowry returning has always been there. In fact, in our tradition, it has always been there. Si ati ni kitu mpya sana. Yay! Guys, Dangote is saying that we go the Western way. We are not Western. That's why, in fact, I'm about to be telling you guys to call me Miss Muthoni. I'm Muthoni. I'm Kikuyu. I'm proud to be an African. I'm not Western. I'm not Western. As much as, in fact, I should be speaking Kikuyu to you people. We are not. Let's not lose our. Hey, Dangote, you have made me digress. We were here talking about toxic traits and all over. I'm all over. Anyway, let me tell you, as I was saying, we are not Western. We need to appreciate the roots we come from. And that's why I'm proud to be African. African. Because have you ever seen a Western person coming to tell you, oh, I'm proud to be African? No, they like speaking their English. They like, right now I've been spoken to in Spanish. They love speaking their Turkish. They love speaking their Polish. Why are you not proud to speak your Swahili, Dangote? Why are you not proud to speak that? I'm looking for that Tanzanian tribe that I love so much. Chaga, yes. Why are you not speaking Chaga? You should appreciate the fact you're from Chaga community and I'm from Kikuyu community and appreciate the fact that you're African. We can never be Western. Me, I love my roots, by the way. Huh? East, West, home is best. I love my roots. Even if I go to America, I will speak Swahili there and Kikuyu there and we'll still be able to communicate in this English I'm speaking. So, understand. Here, Dangote, you made me die. Let's see, for example, my parents have. How will be appreciated? Hey! Dangote, your parents has all boys. Let me tell you, that is... You will appreciate other families. She will be appreciated by the ladies that will come. Imagine a blessing of having, like, if you guys are 5, your parents will be appreciated by having 5 ladies, giving birth to their names. Can you imagine every child, every wife give birth to your father's name? Because of course, in our tradition, if I get married to a man, I first of all give birth to the man's parents. You want me to talk all these things? Naming. You'll be appreciated through your parent will be named in that family of yours. I mean. But that's sad. You don't even have one sister. Dangote, where are we? Tell me one of the toxic traits, because now hata nimechangani. Oh my God. Anti-marriage is simple. Define. Anti-marriage is simple. I define it. It's not simple. It's 2 people who come together. But you have to pay dowry. Sitoki hapo Dangote. Dowry you'll have to pay. I will have to appreciate that lady. Beg. When you remember the things that ladies suffer in marriages, it's not a lie. They suffer. Huh? Do you know we are naturals? We are just seed carriers. We are naturals. A woman will carry your name. In fact, everything is usually for men. Let me not go to that direction, Dangote, because we will argue till Jesus comes. I did nothing like dowry in the definition. Dowry, you have to pay Dangote. Kwanza in our custom, it's 99 goats plus 1. Tunasemanga na Kikuyu keda moihuru. And Makiu, you might go to a family which 1 goat is 100K. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. And you'll have to pay that dowry, 99 plus 1 goats. So, my friends, work hard. Ah! My friend, work hard. You can just take people's daughters the way you think anyhow, and you'll go toss them and turn them to something else. I beg. There's nothing good that comes from. You have, how am I to translate? You have to work hard for that thing. Like you want somebody who is good in all aspects. Dangote, you have to pay dowry, my friends. Hmm? Well, that is a very nice question. When you're poor and you can't afford to pay dowry, there's always a way out. We usually say a willing heart, there is a way, okay? Where there is a will, there is also a way. So for example, you're a man who loves a lady so much and you're really willing to walk the talk, like not perambulate with nonsensical, building the castle, crazy promises that don't go anywhere. What happens is you'll always look for your clansmen and the ladies' clans people, have a sitting. You will pay dowry in installment. And that's why I was saying to the ladies, don't allow yourself to give birth to 5, 7 children with the same man, and they have not even taken even a chicken to your parent. That man doesn't honor you. You'd rather go and beg the parents of the lady and tell them, this is the much I can do right now. Will you give me the lady hand in marriage? A normal parent that is woke and understand that you truly love the child, because you have to show with your responsibility, they will understand. That's why I'm saying some people have spoiled this dowry negotiation thing, and it's the most interesting cultural thing that Africans do have. That exchange of like knowing your family to the other culture, culture exchange is usually very interesting. The problem came in when people commercialized it. But a poor guy who's really straightforward and really want to marry a lady and can be able to, because the thing of like dowry is to show you can be able to handle responsibility, because you can't get a fat cow and then you can't even feed the cow and you want to milk it. I beg, you have to show responsibility in Dangote. So like I was saying, on a serious though, you can explain yourself. Your clansmen can explain yourself to the person you love, because of course people are human. It's never that crazily badly off that people can't negotiate, and that's why they are called dowry negotiations. But me, this thing of high court passing this thing was wrong, because it's appreciation. Will you return somebody's lady the way they were? Why should I return your dowry? But anyway, it has been there. It has been there. Returning of dowry has been there anyway. So yeah. Yeah. No. Ati, we appreciate ladies with shopping rather than dowry. My friend, shopping is just no, you're making me laugh, because shopping is the cheapest thing you will even speak of. Shopping is your responsibility, my friend Dangote. Shopping is a responsibility. And even the Bible says the man is the provider. I mean, why you do want to behave like, I don't want to talk that rude. Why do men want to behave like sissies? I mean, you can't be wanting respect, because even the Bible says very well, a man is to be respected and a woman is to be loved. Me, I'm not here to love you. I'm here to respect you. And even respect as well is earned. Is earned. For your information, respect is earned. So if you can't earn respect from that lady and you think your shopping is going to do anything, man, oh, you're lost. Anyway, let me not talk like that, baby. There's somebody out there who's a lady who's fancied by small things. But to be honest, a lady who wants to settle down, shopping is quite something small. You'd rather talk of investing. You've put a business for a lady. You've given some. You have empowered her in a certain way. But shopping, Dangote, unaniangusha. Unaniangusha mtu wangu. Shopping. So by the way, this shopping you're talking of is how much? Because it varies. You made my day. Shopping. Even if you can't even afford to, hey, wait. You want me to start? I won't finish. Anywho, let's say hi to people who are joining. Hello, Monica, you're back. How are you doing? I've been chatting here with Dangote from Tanzania, who has been saying that ladies need to return dowry. Do you really agree with that, although the courts passed that through? Respect started long time from school. PP1 to adults will show each other. Surely, Dangote is supposed to be, the issue is supposed to be a lady to respect you and you to shower her with love. Part of shopping is showering her with love. But the ultimate, now let me speak for myself. Personally, I would honor, put that man on a very high pedestal if you bring dowry to my parents. That is the man I will respect to the core, okay? To the core, to the letter. But for me, giving me these minute things like shopping, what is that? Am I your side chick? No, I will only honor a man who brings dowry to my mom. A man who brings dowries to my clansmen. I mean, that is a very high pedestal of a man putting somebody as the only queen in his life. Even Adam never had fishy behaviors. The time Eve was removed from his rib, we got to know the entire world. I've never seen or read in the Bible extra where you want me to be okay. I've never seen anywhere in the Bible whereby that God, after getting a rib from Adam, that Adam was a sissy or had sijui concubines. No. The only concubine person with almost 300 women is Solomon, and you can see even as well he died how. But if personally, if you want me to respect you to the core, is making me your only lady. I ain't sharing. So if you're thinking that you're going to earn respect for ladies who you have not made them the one, they're just eating your money. Let me just tell you the truth. They are eating your money. And when they're done with your money and you get broke, they scatter. So, seek ye the kingdom of God first, and all the things shall be following you, even a good woman, because good woman is not easy to come around. That's the hard reality, Dangote. Good man and a good husband is not something easy to come around, because, yeah, it is what it is. So, if you're joining, say where you're coming from. There's a message that needs, let me tell you, don't choose bad words in YouTube. We usually censor them. They get censored. So don't come using the F words, the S word. You know what I'm talking about. Just mind the kind of language you're going to use, because it might not get to my chat. Yeah, and Dangote. And that's why I said Solomon as well had concubines. That is Solomon, unless you want to become King Solomon. Unless you want to be King Solomon, you'll also have your concubines. You know, the Bible is a double-edged sword. So Whatever you want is in the Bible. The life you want to live is as well in the Bible. So yeah, it's how you want it to be. But for me, dowry negotiations are supposed to be there. Honor that woman, Dangote, and you thank me later. See, now you made me talk a million words. How many words have I talked today? And we were talking about toxic traits. Where were we? We were on manipulation. We were on manipulation before Dangote made me even forget my notes now. Because y'all, I will still continue shouting. Don't let a man just keep you in the house and you become a baby making machine. If they really want you, let them pay that dowry. Wacha iwaume. Let him feel the pinch. Let him earn you. Why should you become a baby machine giving birth every year, each year, and they have never even honored you? I mean, respect yourself, girl. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. Until for you, dowry should not be a priority. Dangote, what should be your priority? Giving herb. Sex should be your priority. That's what you want to tell me. Hey, I pity that woman. I pity that woman. Dangote, I pity that woman, I swear. So your priority is what? Tell me, what is your priority? Making her give birth right, left, center? If you're not going to pay dowry. Tell me what is your priority, because I would want to know, because I'll pity that woman. Oh my God. What's that? And shopping. So you... Guy, let me tell you. Hey, no wonder we usually say experience is the best teacher. I think I know right now. I don't think that shit. Oh my God, you're making me even. Let me not. Anakustress kwa nini kwa nyumba Dangote? I don't get it. Kwani who are these guys? Who are these women you people date? Dangote, which kind of women are these you date? Kwani you're not friends? And that's what I'm saying. Toxic relationships are right, left, and center. Kwani you guys are not friends? Are you not dating your best friends? You're not dating your friends? I mean, what is this? Ati anakustress because of why? Because I usually say there's no coin which has only one side. For a lady to get to behave in a certain way, you must have pushed them. You must have pushed them. Anakustress because of why? So you must have already also done something that is making her uncomfortable. And that's why I'm asking, when you're not dating best friends, because you're supposed to tell them as it is. Like, yo, babe, I don't like this. And that's why I'm saying, if you guys are in a relationship, in fact, you have reminded me, Dangote, if you're in a relationship that you are walking on eggshells, that is toxic. That is toxic. You can't face her as your friend. That is very toxic. If you can't even communicate, because the biggest issue in a relationship, or the best thing that's supposed to be there, is communication in all aspects. In all aspects. So I don't get it. I don't just get it. When you're dating what? You must be visiting wrong streets. The ladies out here who are good. Kwani unaendanga wapi? Unachokoranga? You're making my day. Dangote, unachokoranga wapi wewe? Where do you chokora those? Is it character development? Let me tell you, character development. Hey, you are also seem you have experience. You're making my day. So, hebu niambie toxic trait moja experience, because at this rate in Dangote, you must have already taken dowry somewhere. It backfired. Now you want your dowry back and you're here ranting. So, open up. Just tell us. In this page, by the way, guys, we don't judge. We don't judge. We are very authentic human beings here. And I love my following being authentic. We don't judge, because nobody is perfect. So, Dangote, fungua roho and tell us, did you take dowry somewhere and then this person is busy? You need a psychologist. And if Actually, we have psychologists here. They can speak out. I can even tag you one, because I don't understand. You can't be my follower and you're having toxic relationships. No, I want you bubbly and happy. On Deme Sunday. Thank you. Thank you so much. And where are you watching from? Nigeria or Ghana or Senegal? Because those words relate. Odeme. Odeme must be Nigerian. Kwanzaa Sunday. What a beautiful name. You call Sunday. Your mother was very religious. Wow. Anyway, like I was saying, the other toxic thing that makes you understand that you're in a toxic relationship is when you yourself. What do I mean? Let me now use temperaments. For example, you're a sanguine, you're a choleric, you're phlegmatic. You start switching, especially for people like me. I'm a sanguine. You get to know when you're in a toxic relationship. When I start keeping quiet, I'm not talking, let me tell you, I'm a sanguine who is a sanguine, and an Aries babe. Aries babes, we are always bubbly, we love fun things, we're always happy, we love everything fun. But now when you start looking like freaked out, you don't talk, you don't socialize, you're not saying anything, you're not laughing, you're no longer wanting the things that you like, run for your life. You're in a very bad critical, because you're already losing yourself. When you get to a point that you feel you're not who you are in whatever aspect or whatever temperament you're from, run for your life. You are in a very toxic relationship. And I said toxic relationship run from parents to cousins to lovers. If you start feeling that your temperament has started changing, you're not yourself, you're all over here, yani you're not you, you're in a toxic relationship. Apart from chronic disease, you're in a toxic relationship. Because I always say, if you change who you are because of a person, you've lost you. You've lost you. And I'm speaking out of experience. It's not just blabbing. The moment I started feeling like I'm not the happy Jackie I am, I'm not the bubbly Jackie I am, I totally felt I've lost myself. And that was very toxic, because once you lose yourself, you're a shell. You're a shell. You're just walking dead. For lack of a better word. You're just walking dead. You no longer have interests on the things you used to love. You have no longer interest of the places you used to go. You have no longer interest to do the things that you fancy. Ma'am, guy, you are in a toxic relationship. Run for your life, because you lose yourself and you'll be in a rabbit hole that nobody can even save you apart from God and yourself. So, yeah, share on the comment section. Which are the toxic things that you have experienced? Yeah, and I got it. The real ones are very few. And that's why I always say design all the time. I usually scream out here, design. Have a discerning spirit. Have a discerning spirit. And stop going with societal pressure that at a certain time you are supposed to be married, that at a certain age you're supposed to have children, that at a certain age you're supposed to be what? No. Have a discerning spirit. Because God always wants you to have the best. God doesn't want you to have mabaki in English is what? God doesn't want you to have the rejects of the. You always want you to have the best, not the rejects of life. He wants you to experience His goodness and His greatness in you in all aspects, through marriage, through your calling. And that's why I'm saying design. I will always say design a million times, because God's time is the best. Don't rush God's timing for your own for societal pressure, because it's going to backfire on you like nobody's business. Okay. Yeah. Let's see who has joined. And meanwhile, when you're at it, I wanted to say that we have several online fiction romantic books I've written for you guys. And Christmas, I decided Christmas to come early, as October and November. I decided to give you discounts specifically on certain platform, which is digital store, which is called smashword.com. Rush there and grab yourself a copy of any of my ebooks at 10% discount. Who does that? Kwanza, before Christmas, get yourself a book and go reading for your vacation. And maybe you're going for when you're flying and you need to read something. Maybe when you're out of church and just want to read a book in your car, go get yourself a copy and support a girl. It's very affordable. They range from $10. You see 10% of $10. You know, that is pocket change to some of you. So go get yourself a read and equip yourself with knowledge, because knowledge never expires, and we learn each and every day. We learn from each other all the time. And as well, come back and give me the reviews of those books. And for people who love dogs, like I do, furry lovers, dog enthusiasts, I also considered you in a special way, because y'all, I'm also a dog enthusiast. So I also have written a very good guidebook on understanding your dog, the ultimate guide to understanding your dog. And as well, it is on offer. So rush there on smashword.com, grab yourself a copy of an ebook and equip yourself with knowledge and learn about different things of understanding and how to handle your dog. Okay? Do you know even animals love being handled well? They don't like toxic homes. Maybe that's why your dog is always grumpy. That's why the dog is always barking. That's why the dog is always antisocial. That is why the dog is sociable in a bad way. Even animals don't like toxic environments. You might be a toxic dog handler, and you need to understand your dog through that book so that you can be able not to handle your dog in a way that is not pleasing to the God. Even God doesn't like his things that he created to be misused in a bad way. So with that said and done, Christmas came early. Go grab yourself a copy at 10% discount in all platforms, apart from, like I said, Smashword is specifically that has percentage of discount. After November 31, and it's about to rain, after November 31, trust me, it's going to get back to normal pricing. So rush while stocks last, and when the offer is there, so that you just get yourself equipped with knowledge. Okay? All right. So tell me who is watching. Let me shout out to Ondeme Sunday, friend Dangote, Monica Lopez from the United States of America. Dangote is from Tanzania, of course, my neighbor. And he's a diehard fan whom I appreciate a lot. I think at some point I'll give to my fans who have been here since day one, because y'all, you have been loyal. There is also Alice Pereira. You didn't tell me which country you're watching from. I do appreciate your support a lot. And I hope you had a very lovely Sunday, and hope you had a good, you learned 2-3 things, your sermons in church, go to church or you didn't. What are you doing about getting off toxic relationships? Yeah. If you have questions, feel free to ask me questions, guys, because I'm trying to read this that is needed to review. Hey, my friend. No. Dagote. No. Oh, I have to hide it. Okay. There are things I'm saying, check out on how you communicate, because I'm about to love you and leave you because it's getting dark. And I pray that you get good relationships that make you happy and that are not toxic, and they make you just a happy person. Even as well, you can look at yourself and ask yourself critical questions. Are you toxic yourself? Because like I said, in this channel we don't judge and nobody's perfect. You need to ask yourself, are you as well toxic? You might be the toxic one, okay? So you need to be having the introspection on asking yourself questions where you lie. Are you the toxic person that makes people feel in certain ways? Are you the toxic partner? Are you the toxic sister? Are you the toxic brother, cousin, mother, father? You need to also as well introspect and ask yourself those questions, because most of the time you're always quick to point fingers. You are the toxic one, you are the toxic one, but you usually forget when you are pointing somebody like this, you are the toxic one, the other four fingers are pointing back at you like, yo, you also toxic. So you need to introspect and ask yourself those questions, because yeah, nobody's perfect, but you need to as well guard your spirit in all aspects, and also guard your spirit. Oh my god, the Kikuyu in me. Guard your spirit jealously. Yeah, it's getting dark, it's getting late. I'm having a lot of fun chilling with you guys. You need to ask questions before I love you and leave you. And you need to share as well the kind of toxic traits that you have experienced or you know of, or how toxic looks like. Because basically that is how the topic used to be. That is what we were talking today. And we call it a Sunday evening. Before I love you and leave you, like I'm saying, for all the people who are new, please subscribe. Subscribe. Not subscribing is toxic. Forgotten to say about gaslighting. Those who gaslight people. Let me say hi to Black Gypsy Charm. Ha. Ha. One. Hi, Black Gypsy. How you doing? Where are you watching from? Thank you for joining. Have you subscribed? Please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, we are talking about toxicity, and we need to know, have you experienced a toxic relationship or a toxic family member or a toxic thing? Just share your experience down there about toxicity, what you have experienced and all that, and where you're watching from. Thank you for joining. Yeah, before I love you and leave you, I was just saying that gaslighting is part and parcel of toxicity. People who gaslight people, they make you look like you're mad, like you don't know what you're saying. They are the right ones, you are the mad one. Gaslighting is quite toxic. So run for your life if you find yourself in a toxic environment, Black Gypsy. So before I love you and leave you, wow, Black Gypsy uko kwa nyumba. Which nyumba? Where? Nairobi, Kenya, USA, Germany, Japan. Where are you? Well. Like I was saying before, yeah, I digressed. I'm having ebooks that you need to support and get yourself a copy on all my digital stores, and specifically Smashwords. And at the moment, we are having a discount at 10%. It has been running the entire October, November, and it's going to run till November 31st. You need to rush there to Smashwords and get yourself a copy of fiction, romantic, over 18 books, and grab yourself a copy to go for holidays or camping or driving or flying or whatever you want to do. But yeah, Grab yourself a copy. Thank you. You look familiar. Black Gypsy, hi. You look familiar. Anyway, I get distracted. I digress. What was I saying? I was saying we have books that you need to buy before November 31st. The discount offer runs down, okay? The offer is going on till the 31st of November at this 10% discount in all my books. Grab yourself a copy and don't say, oh, Miss Jackie never gave us Christmas. I brought Christmas very early. Grab yourself a copy. It is just pocket change from $10, I mean. And then you have 10% discount of $10, I mean. It's such a great offer. So rush before the offers run down. And what? And from November, at the end of the month, wow. Hi, Black Gypsy. Thank you so much. And after November, the normal pricing will go back to normal pricing. So please, grab yourself a copy. I'm about to love you and leave you. And don't let people gaslight you, because that is toxic, very toxic, okay? Yeah. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? That is also toxic. Not subscribing is toxic. So subscribe and leave a comment on that platform. Anyway, you can find me in all social media platforms as Miss Jackie 254 across board. That is Twitter, which is X, TikTok, Facebook, Miss Jackie 254. And I will appreciate you following me there. Follow. And what else? You need to rush and get yourself books. Let me say hi to all the people. Yeah. You missed the full sunshine. I'm about to love you and leave you. Black Gypsy, you're late, but it's well. I've been here for a minute, an entire hour. But yeah. Thank you for joining. At least you took the trouble to join. So I want to shout out to all the people who took chances and you made use of the chat box very well. We start with Black Gypsy. Thank you so much from Kenya. Ondeme Sunday, I don't know, from Ghana or Nigeria. Thank you so much. Friend Dangote from Tanzania. Thank you so much. You made me, first of all, rant entirely about dowry. And if you have just joined right now, when you finish with this live, you can go back and rewatch it. We had a very long chit chat with Dangote, basically on the new court law pertaining dowry and returning of dowry. We had a very long conversation. You can replay and get to know. Monica Lopez from United States of America, thank you. And also, last and not least, she speaks Spanish, but I don't understand Spanish. I only know CC, which is meaning yes, and hola, that is Alice Pereira, I think from Mexico, I don't know, speaking Spanish. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to love you and leave you. God bless you. Have a lovely week. And be wise in every way. And also discern in anything you do. Just have a discerning spirit, okay? Till next time, God bless you. I love you so much, guys. Mwah. It's a goodbye for now. Good night. Love you guys. Bye-bye.